everybody doing today? Hope all is well. As you all know, I just finished up with the gym. Today is Tuesday, and we are talking in regards to Reset Tuesday. And today's reset, we're going to be talking, guys, about oh happy day. Oh happy day, choosing to be happy, choosing to remain positive, making the decision to accept and lead with joy. Okay, and this whole week, that's where we started from yesterday, from the ending of last week. It's the same thing, but like I mentioned to you guys, sorry I came on a little bit behind today because like I mentioned, I just finished up with gym. I did 2 hours of classes, and let me tell you guys, it was something else. We started out with sorry about the noise, I'm in the parking lot. I just finished up charging my car as well. But we just started up today pretty easy. I did lighter weights. Yesterday was my heavy weights, so today is my lighter weights, and everything was sore. Everything just felt like I just needed to take a break. But it's just Tuesday, so we got to push through, right? It's reset. We got to think about the things that we've done since last week, coming back to this week. What is it that we are working on to improve for tomorrow? And I said I'm gonna come on real, fast, because like I mentioned, I know that, listen, by the way, I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, couple of days, by the way, I've been saying, oh, Brother Jeremy's coming on, Brother Jeremy's coming on. Well, Brother Jeremy actually, he's not coming on until tomorrow now. So I kept saying his topic was good because I was thinking he was coming on like the last two days ago. Well, he's coming on the 10th, according to what he changed his schedule. But Mr. Ham's coming on today, and I think his topic is going to be a great topic. So go ahead, and I posted it on my post, so you all can just go on there, guys, and be tuning in for 2 o'clock for Mr. Ham. But in the meantime, I was just updating you on today's Reset Tuesday and choosing joy. Choosing to be happy. Happiness is actually temporary. I'm just wanting you guys to know that. For those that's in the background trying to wonder, well, what's happiness about? Happiness is temporary, but joy is a decision that you make, and it lasts longer. Hello, Harvey. How are you? Welcome into Life with Paulette. Hope all is well. Don't forget to hit the like button. Hi, Cassie. Thank you for coming by. Hi, Sister Tanya. Welcome in. Today we're just talking about joyful. We are having an amazing day today. It's called Tuesday's Resets, and we are resetting the tone, resetting the things that we've been going throughout the week and bettering ourselves. So from last week to this week, Paulette has improved. Paulette has adjusted her sail. Paulette has elevated herself, because that's the way, did not mean to send a second hi. It's okay, Cassie. I love to repeat myself every once in a while. So you go ahead. Don't forget to hit that like button. And it's fine. It's not a problem. We are all chill and relax in the back here at Life with Paulette. So today, guys, today is Reset. Hello, Sister Lynn. Welcome in. Hope all is well. I just want to come on to let's talk about, choosing joy. And I know that that's a tough topic for many, because it's not easy to choose joy when you know that you're going through a whole bunch of odds and ends. We're having challenges, disappointments, unexpected turns right and left. So I'm here today to give you guys a little bit of encouragement, to tell you guys, listen, happiness, it's nice, but it's just temporary. You must make the decision to choose to be joyful. You got to make that choice, okay? Because oh happy day is just a phrase that you may think is just a phrase, but basically life will hand you so much different things. But joy is not about everything being perfect, guys. Joy is about shifting the perspective, looking at the situation that you're currently in and looking at it through the eyes, basically from a different lens. Not sitting there oohing and eyeing, because we will go through trials and tribulation in our lives, but we must always remember that wherever we go, God is going to be there with you. And sometimes our trials and tribulation, we be thinking we can fight it ourselves. You can't. You can't do it by yourself. You have to love God, to hand it over to him, whatever situations that you're going through, and let him deal with it, because he knows just what to do. sometimes we steps in our own way because we want things to be the way that we want it to be. We want things to be assertive the way we want it to be. We want to be putting that human flesh up in it. Well, we need to remove ourselves because the human flesh don't fix nothing. All the human flesh does is go on a tangent, jump off the handle, say things that you shouldn't say, behave on Christ-like, and it just throw you in a position where, you know, you just showing yourself and it don't look good. So actually today I want to come on to talk about oh happy day, because every day that you wake up in the morning, guys, that is a blessing. Every day that you sit down and you have a moment to fall asleep again, it is a blessing, guys. When other people are not having the same opportunities as we are. So today I want to give thanks. I want to continuously keep being grateful for where I'm at. Life is not perfect, guys. Life is not perfect. It's not going to be perfect. It's what you make of it. So if you're going to sit criticizing, condemning, and complaining and being miserable and bitter, and I've been talking about this from last week all the way to this week, I'm going to continue repeating about the feces in your worship. What you spew out of your mouth, guys, sometimes I'm sorry is not enough. So sometimes it's best to stay silent, stay in your seat, say nothing, and allow God to move away the curtains and clear the air. Most of us sit down wobbling in the valley, not enjoying the process or the season that you're in. I talked about yesterday about the seasons of your life. Sometimes only you're supposed to be on the assignment and you have a lot of rocks you're carrying. Unload the rocks. Live each day with gratitude. Be grateful for where you're at, guys. Be grateful for where you're at. Don't allow all of the extra noise. Yesterday we talked about silencing the noise. Don't allow the challenges. Don't allow the disappointments. Don't allow unexpected turns to just come into your life, guys, and just turn around and take you off track and your focus. So today we're talking about oh happy day. Because when you choose joy, you rise above the storms that life is throwing at you. And you allow gratitude to lead the way. So I ain't choosing nothing other than what's going to let me rise above the storms. And we all have storms in our life. I know that everybody's going through something. Have you ever felt like you're going through something and then all of a sudden you're like, whoof, I've arrived? It's like running a marathon. For those that never ran, I'm talking to the one that people that ran marathons, okay? The most I did was one time a full marathon, and I was like, no more. I done lost all the toenails and everything. The feet was sore. It was a great experience, but it cost me. Okay, it cost me something. Everything that you do, guys, is going to cost you. Everything in life that you go through is going to cost you something. There's an action and then there's a reaction, right? So don't think that everything will be handed over to you free and great because you're on the holiness walk and everything must be perfect. No, it ain't. No, it won't. Your walk, like one of my sisters said today, she's like, you know, this walk is personal. Everybody is on their own space, on their own journey. And my walk is definitely different from your walk. I may not have all the extra stuff that life tossed at you. I may not went through that. So my perspective is going to be different from yours. But your perspective is going to be different from mine as well. So the moment we start off our day, or nights, or whichever time, the moment you open your eyes, choose joy. Make it a decision. Make it a daily decision, guys, so you can improve yourself. Make it a daily decision to improve yourself. Stop wobbling in the valley. God didn't tell us that we weren't going through the valley because you know he's there with us. But he don't want us to stay there. Why are we staying in the valley bitter and miserable? Why can we have a happy day? Like the moment you realize that today, yes, you got tossed some rocks. You got tossed a few little pebbles here and there, you know. But from your perspective, the first thing you got to think about, yeah, that rock was a little heavy. However, though, I'm going to choose gratitude. I'm going to choose how to think about things. Sorry, I'm in front of the street. And if you're hearing any noise, somebody is excited. Oh, happy day. You see, he's happy today. He chose to play music, disturbing everybody else. But that's his choice, right? He made his choice to make him happy. But yes, oh, happy day, guys. I know some of us going through physical things, health-wise. We're going through financial situations. Don't we all go through certain things? You're going through family struggles. You're going through family problems, family situation. This sister don't talk to this sister. This brother don't like the other brother. This brother don't like that sister. That sister don't like that brother. We all have scenarios, guys. We all have scenarios in our lives, but it all ends up on what do you see when it hits you? Do you stay and drown, or are you going to move? Don't stay there. I always tell you guys, from what I've learned with life, I don't like staying at a stop sign. You got to keep moving. You got to keep pushing through. You got to keep pushing through. So today is Reset Tuesday. Let's reset the thought process. Let's reset the brains so that when life throws us lemons, we start to make lemonade. You can make all kinds of stuff. If you like your little extra on the side with some little gin and whatever, you made that. I'm gonna make me lemonade. And I advise everybody else, make some lemonade. Turn some sourness into sweetness. Don't sit there oohing and ahhing, showing yourself, looking like a clown. Make the right decision. Throw your tantrums in your seats, and know life is not going to be easy. Today is one thing, tomorrow is going to be the other. Today you're going to be happy today, and then tomorrow something else is going to happen to you unexpectedly. Are you going to just not be happy anymore? No. You must push through the pain, push through the challenges. That is called life. That is called life, because life will be lifing. Life ain't stopping for you because your feelings is hurt. Life ain't stopping for you because you don't have the dollar to buy yourself a burrito today. Life ain't stopping to you because you don't have enough money to pay a light bill. They're going to cut out your light. Life ain't stopping because you don't have enough for gas money. Life ain't stopping to you because you are 9 months pregnant, about to burst that baby out, and you don't know where the milk is going to come from other than what's coming out of your breast. You don't know where the next meal is coming from. Life is not going to stop for you. Life is going to keep lifing. So if I am aware that life is going to keep lifing, guys, I have to learn. Remember, everything is laid out for us through the scriptures. And at the end of the day, if you know everything is laid out for you, then why we choose to be miserable? Why we choose to be miserable when you don't have to? Choose joy. Be grateful. Weeping may come at night, but joy will come in the morning. That means you don't stay where you were the day prior. You have to change. You have to change. We can't stay where we were 2 or 3 days ago, stirring up a bunch of dust, stirring up a bunch of feces. It stinks. You smell bad. You're looking bad. Hush. Stay in your seat. I love God to remove the veil from over the eyes. Everything comes clear, guys. Everything comes clear with clarity. Choose to be happy, guys. Choose joy. Don't stay stagnant. Clean up the feces within your worship and stop allowing petty behaviors to change you from what God's purpose for your life is. Focus on you. Focus on your purpose that God has for you. And I love all the unexpected turns in life to just move to the side. Move on. Because God is dealing with it. He already knows. So today, oh, happy day. Paulette is happy. And you know what? When you know where your help come from, there's nothing, no challenge, no disappointment, no unexpected turns should allow you to doubt your creator. I'm going to doubt because I'm going through this, so I guess he's not who he say he is. No, 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 no. When you're going through that struggle, when you're going through that pain, you have to believe and you have to hold on to that. You can't stay there thinking, oh, well, I'm going to just stop here. I'm going to stop the other place and I'm miserable right now, so everybody must be miserable. Guys, stop it. Don't allow the devil to take you out of your seat, guys. Stay in your seat. Life is a beautiful thing and it's a gift. And not everybody gets that gift. So if you're breathing today, you are blessed and highly favored. So stop complaining. Stop criticizing. Stop condemning. And let's do more inspiring, encouraging, motivation, empowering each other and elevating one another to move to the next level. Have you guys checked in today? Did you check in on your Reset Tuesday? Did you check in with that friend that probably going through some mental challenges, some health challenges, some financial challenges? Did you genuinely check in? Did you just say, hello, how you doing? I'm checking in. Do you guys often do that? Do you know that that is something that I'm working on doing better on? Because sometimes when we have to say, you know, we don't know what that person or individual is going through. When you see people spazzing out and doing things, guys, let me tell you something. Mental health is real. Just the other day, we got news from someone in our neighborhood. And by the way, money is not everything. Some folks think, oh, but if I was a little bit richer, if I was a little bit this, if I was a little bit that, life could have been. Guys, you could have the money and still be miserable. You could be broke and be miserable. You could have everything that you ever asked for and you're still miserable because there's things that went on in your life, guys. Most people have things that they went through in their life that they have not let go of yet, because they have not yet either forgive themselves. So when you see that cycle, continuous cycle keeps going, continuous cycle keeps going on in individuals, then you know that something is a trauma. My neighbor basically had everything, went through the military, retired from the military, got married. And on the outside, it looked perfect. Perfect marriage. Perfect everything. They got a nice house. They turned around and you find out the man went into contracting, retired out of contracting. You're like, man, you getting all this check and this money. Little did we know, guys, yesterday, my husband texts me and said the person took themselves out. The signs of mental health is right in our eyes sometimes, and we don't know how to identify them. We don't know how to even know it. I think most of us need to be aware that sometimes when it looking all like hunky-dory, sometimes people be going through things. And you was sitting there, but why he went through life very successful, very, nice family. Came to find out, him and his wife was separated a long time, but on the outside looking in, it looked perfect. She was already, when came to find out, she had her life and he had his life, and he was miserable. Because sometimes when you have that individual in your life that they give everything to you, they give you everything, and you turn around and do them dirty, sometimes, guys, it's not a sorry, don't cut it. Sometimes sorry is not enough. And whatever he did to her, she was over it. But they separated within themselves. On the outside, everybody thought things was going good. So I will advise, and including myself, check in every once in a while. Check in. It's okay to say good morning sometimes. It's okay to say, hey, I'm just checking on you. Hope all is well. Sometimes you don't have to turn around and have a long conversation, but let the person know I'm thinking of you. When I wake up in the morning, sometimes I get a chance to, if you see me on it, I'll get a chance to reach out and say, hey guys, how you doing? Good morning. Hope all is well. Most of the time I don't get it, but at least once a week I try to reach out. I try to reach out because I don't know. When I tell you, you don't know when each individual is going to be on their last. You don't know. So if you don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, and you're living for today, make better choices. Don't be selfish. Sometimes you don't have to talk for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. You don't have to. Send a text. Just let the person know, hey, I'm thinking about you. And sometimes they're so busy, they probably will send you a little heart, or they'll send you a thumbs up to say, I got you. Okay, I'm thinking of you too. And that's a high five right there for the morning, for the rest of the day, sometime for the rest of the week. Some friends you don't have to check in every day with. Some friends once a week, twice a week, they're good. They got it. But most people don't see the signs around them, so they don't know. So we need to pay attention to mental health, because mental health is for real. And yesterday when I received that message, I was floored. I was floored because you don't know. When you see people going up and down, and then that's one sign of it, the quiet one. The quiet ones is the most seriousest one for me. Because some of them they're going to tell you their life, so you know they're going through some mental stuff. Okay? But some people are so good at hiding it. They become perfectionists at it, and they're not able to cope with certain things because they've been carrying it alone for themselves, putting on the facade. So they're the dangerous ones. They're the ones that's more on the suicidal version than others. So be mindful of the people around you. Check in, guys. This is Reset Tuesday. I'm talking about Happy Day. I'm talking about checking in. So I want everybody to check in with individuals, because we never know what they're going through. And sometimes people just need to feel like they're worthy. Feel important sometimes. Okay? Let me go through these texts so I could say hello to you guys. Oh my gosh. See, this is what Goyo say. 24 minutes and didn't check the text. Oh my gosh. All right, Brother Goyo, I'm on it. Hello, Harvey. Welcome in. I have Casey up in here. Welcome. Welcome to Life of Paulette. I'm so glad that you guys are over here. Hello, Sister Tanya. Welcome in. So Casey said, didn't mean to send the second hi. It's okay. I told her at the beginning, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Welcome, Sister Lynn. Hope all is well with you. Hold on. This sun is coming at me real good. Hope all is well with you, sister. Love you. Hope all is going well over there in Florida. Let me see. By the way, Sister Tanya is letting everybody know, go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the like button, subscribe, and, come back so we can just see these things, what we're going through here in these comments. Hello, 12, Travel and Tours. Hello and welcome to you guys here at Life with Paulette. Hope all is well. I'm seeing Anna BXZ. Welcome in. Sister Lynn said, so true, sis. Amen. Oh, happy day. Yes. Oh, happy day is the topic today because I think that is necessary. It's a necessary topic to talk about because most people, we are focused only on all the negative and all the circumstances that we're going through and not focusing on the gratitude portion. So we're going to talk about the gratitude portion because happiness is temporary, but making a decision to be joyful, that's a choice. Okay. Hello, Sister Brown. Hope all is well. God bless you too, sister. Sister Tanya say all is well. Okay, Sister Brown. To those that haven't done it yet, don't forget to subscribe. Yes, sister, tell them. Don't forget to subscribe. And thank you so much for that. Hello, Sister Nicole. Welcome in, sister. Good to see you. Hope all is well with you, by the way. Sister Brown, so true, sis. Hello, Brother Goyo. What's going on? Hope all is well with you too. I'm so glad to see you safe, Sister Paulette. Thank you, Sister Nicole. And you know what? Thank you for all the prayers. I appreciate your prayers. I appreciate, my sister for checking in. When we escaped a hurricane, guys. So my sister, she was very concerned. So she was up to a few days ago, a few hours ago. She's like, everything okay? How's the weather? And I just want you to know, sister, it is hot. I'm under a tree. No AZ today because I think that's why my car got all messed up the other day because I turned on the AC. When I turned on that AC, it was like burning up all my battery, left me at 0. When we went to the shop to tell them the battery was, no more good. They're like, oh, no, the battery is perfect. Everything good to go. Car threw a tantrum on me, did not start. Thank God. With all of the sour that went on that day, we saw the sweet because at the end of the day, car was perfect. All battery was in perfect condition. So sometimes, guys, don't focus on the negative portions. Don't focus on the unexpected, little curveballs that comes your way. Don't focus on that. Focus on the lesson. And I'm going to repeat again because, Brother Jeremy was in here the other day and we were talking about, situations. And he was like, don't focus on the pain. Focus on the lesson. So my lesson that I've learned with the car, I ain't turning her on anymore to mess up my little shmoney time because after that I couldn't work anymore because I had the battery already down. So at the end of the day, guys, what I'm saying to you is not focusing on the circumstance. You pray about it. Sometimes, like I was listening to Pastor today, he says sometimes the knees may not be enough. You may need to fall on your face. You may need to fall on your face for certain things, So go ahead. If things are coming in your life, unexpected situation, just comes and throw a rock curveball at you, then you need to fall on your face with a little prayer and a whole bunch of fasting. Okay? That's what we need to do. But at the end of the day, choose joy. Guys, life is too short. Life is too short. Sister A. Brown said, so true, says, amen. Brother Goyo, Sister Tanya says she's greeting Goyo. Okay. Greetings, Sister Nicole. Okay, they're greeting each other. So that heart and the moon, I don't know what that is, but welcome in here. It looked like Far East writings. Yeah, it looked like somewhere. I'm not sure. But anyway, the one with the heart and the little purple moon thingy. Welcome to Life with Paulette. It's good to have you over here. Sister A. Brown, they're communicating. Hello, Sister Bark. Okay, they're communicating. Hello, Brother John. How are you today? Hope all is well with you and the family. And thank you so much for always supporting Life with Paulette. He always comes in the chat and makes sure that everybody remembers that you need to hit the like and you need to go ahead and just subscribe and leave a comment. There you go. Thank you. Brother God just said, we all should be happy. We got life, the best gift. Amen, brother. I agree with that. It's so easy. It's easier said than done for some because some people always want to be murmuring and bickering. You know, some folks just, that's just their cup of tea. And no, but most people don't focus on the gift, which is the gift of life. You got a chance to wake up today. You got a chance to just move differently, to make decisions better than you did yesterday. But you want to sit in your funky water and you want to be miserable. So I want you all to choose joy and put some happiness in there. Even with all the trials and tribulation that life is bringing you through, make sure that you stand tall and know who you belong to and know who you are. Know thyself. I know me. So that's why a lot of times you guys, I will let you all know, listen, I have zero tolerance for foolishness. I have zero tolerance for foolishness. I don't have no time for foolishness. Just this morning, you know, we were on our family conference call, and just one to two things, and I was like, shh, listen guys, I am not going to do X, Y, Z, W. I just went through the list, and my brother said, wow, it's been a minute since you start reading everybody their rights. I say, yes, because you all are playing in foolishness, and I ain't have no time for foolishness. So I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I have my baby brother was the one that said that because he know I would do it. And then my other brother, you know, he's the one that gets more lifeline from me. I think that's the one brother that I have, and I love all my brothers, but that's one brother, that's the one that gives me the most headache. But that's the brother that I give more. I give him a second chance, a second chance, a second chance. I'm like, listen, I'm going to continue doing the second chance, because anyhow I move to the third chance, we're done. So he already knows, like, listen, you know, Paulette, my little patience can go very short. But some people, especially the ones that I feel mentally need a little bit more kindness from me, I will give them second chances, maybe third chances. And that's one of my brothers there, where, you know, God bless his heart. I love him dearly, but God bless his heart, you know, but I know where he's at. And sometimes you got to give a little extra grace to those that need a little extra grace, because they're trying to figure themselves out. You know, I know he's trying to figure himself out, and life be lifing. And thank God that at this point in time in his life, he's doing much better. He's doing much better. But then, you know, Paulette not going to be a part of that little mess. I mean, I'm not, nope. Deuces, we gone. Sometimes they don't know when I'm gone, but my body is still there. My presence is still there. But girl, she done gone a long time, like, gone. She be gone. Yes. Go your will, and we all should be happy. We got life. Amen. That's right. But Sister Tanya said, oh my goodness. She said, you know, in a little crying face, yeah, oh my goodness, that's what happened. He took himself out because life was lifing and he didn't know how to navigate it. And that's so sad. I know it's sad when people, they don't ask for the help. You know they need help, but they don't think they need the help, but you can see clear that they need some help. Okay? And with all of that, you know, some people just, it's going to be people. It's just so sad. And he's not the first person that I know that did that. Remember I shared with you guys about the doctor, that doctor that basically, she had life hitting her, and she just started making creating these imaginary people that was attacking her, when in reality it was all in her head. And she took herself too. That was my mom, best friend, daughter. That was a doctor. Had everything. Sometime you don't know what people is going through. You do not know what people is going through, guys. Okay, so pray for them. You pray for them. I pray for people, my loved ones, and I even pray for my enemies, because everybody got one or two of those. So we got to pray for them, okay? You still pray for them. You still love them. You do the Christ-like thing, and you keep it moving. All right, Sister Tanya said, you never know what someone is thinking about. You never know, sis. You never know. And you're right. You don't know what people are thinking about. You don't know what people is going through. So if I don't know what you're going through, all I could do is ask you, hey, how you doing, Sister Tanya? Is everything okay? You do a little check-in. And Sister Tanya may say, well, you know, Paulette, my fingernails, I need to get, you know, I need it cut or what. You know, you're going to say what it is. And I'll be like, oh my gosh, Sister Tanya, don't worry. I'm going to send somebody over there to help you to groom those fingernails for you if you need assistance. You know, people don't know what you're going through. But then spasms and stuff, when curveball hits you, that's not the solution, guys. That's not the solution. Let's get out of the valley. Let's clean ourselves up. Let's clean up the feces within our worship so that we can be better today and much better for tomorrow. Sister Davis say greetings. One up. God bless you. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Greetings, one up. How are you today? Have a blessed day for you too. Welcome into Life with Paulette. If you are first timers here on this channel and you enjoying the message, guys, go ahead and subscribe. And if you're just passing through, just hit the thumbs up. Either one works for me. I'm fine with that too, okay? But I'm grateful to have each and every one of you guys up in these chats, and shout out again to my moderators because you guys are holding it down. Brother Goyo said, how many brothers and sisters do you have, Sister Paulette? I have 6 brothers. 6 brothers? Oh my gosh, bling bling. What? So for us, we also, the Brady Bunch, Brother Goyo, is 3 girls and 3 boys, including myself in that. So it's 6 of us too. Okay. I'm the baby girl, and then is my older sister, and then it's my other sister, 2 sisters, and then my oldest brother ahead of me, and then it is me, and then it's my brother, the one that's, you know, he's the one that I give a lot of grace to, and then 7 with you included. Oh my God. Oh, were there no habían televisiones allá, ¿oh? Estaban ahí ustedes, tu mamá y papá estaban haciéndolo. So at the end of the day, I'm just messing with you, brother, because I told my mom, it's like, Ma, you know, you have 6 of us. And my dad, basically, he had two kids prior to my mom and him getting married, but he was not married before. That was his first wife. My mother was, but I have 2 brothers outside. So from my father's side is 8 of us. From my mother's side is just 6. But we were raised where all of us, we are one. We don't say half brother. My oldest brother, if I'd be like, hey, that's my half brother, he would be so upset. But we weren't raised like that. We were raised like we were one, you know. So that's how we were raised. But not every family does that. But then at the end of the day, my dad was the one with the extra kid, not my mom. So sometimes that make a little bit difference sometime when you're blending in too, when depending on where the kids are coming from. So at the end of the day, it's 6 of us, 3 girls, 3 boys, and then from my mom and dad, and then my dad, he came in with 2 already. So that's how it works here. Sister, hold on, let me see. Goyo said he don't have no sisters. Whew. Testosterone's all over the place. Yay. You didn't have no little sister? I mean, if you had gotten to 6, my sister had 3 boys back to back, boy, boy, boy. And then she wasn't even thinking about no more kids. And when she went to the doctor, you know, you hit a certain age, you're like, you know what, just tie my tubes and get it over with. And the doctor was like, tie your tubes? You are pregnant and you are having a girl. She didn't even know she was pregnant. Went in to get herself an appointment, and they're like, no, you're pregnant. So she had 3 boys, 1 girl. My other sister has 2 boys, 1 girl, and I have 1 and 1. Now my brother, he had 7. My oldest brother, the one before me, he has 7. And then the one after me, I call him my Grace brother. That's the one that he has 3. He has 1 boy and 2 girls. And then my baby brother, he has all girls and no boys. And then his wife had 2 girls, and so their house is full of pure girls, and he's the only boy in the house. So now that's a thing. You imagine all these little young teenage girls, you know, but he has good children though. He has good children. But at the end of the day, in total, it's like, you know, 3 plus plus 4, 5 is 6 girls. Oh, 6 girls plus his wife, so 7 girls, and he's the only boy. So, I mean, life is something else. Some people are just blessed with, like myself, I had 1 and 1 and I was done. But some people has to go a little bit more. Sister Tanya says, I know you got spoiled. What, 6 brothers? I know I did. You had 6 brothers too, Sister Tanya? How many brothers and sisters do you have in your family? Are you the oldest, the youngest? What number are you? I'm number 4, and I'm the baby girl. And I wouldn't consider me being spoiled now. I'm not saying spoiled to the T, but my brothers and sisters loved me, okay? Especially my sisters. Especially my brother gave me a hard time. My oldest brother was tough, okay? And you talking about, oh, really? Yeah, he taught me how to swim, but it wasn't normal swimming, okay? It was picking you up and throwing you out and saying, swimming, and you're drowning. Like, yeah, I had that. That's my brother, the one before me. That's the one that you're going to learn it, but you're going to learn it. You either live or die, okay? So that's how I learned how to swim, through my older brother, who was number 3. And I tell you, it was crazy. Once he finished up with me, I was like, yeah, I can swim. But I was like, I ain't going near him for nothing else. How I learned to ride my motorcycles, the bicycle. He just put me on it and pushed me and told me to pedal. And the car is coming. He's like, pedal and stare away. I mean, that brother would have killed me if he had stayed if he had stayed any longer around, guys. I don't know if I could have survived. That boy was going to kill me. And you know what was so sad? I used to love hanging out with him. He was so spontaneous in a way, but he was my big brother, so I was protected. That's how I felt. So I would hang out with my brother. And how I learned to ride a horse, he put me on the back of the horse, and he was like, psh, psh, psh. And all of a sudden, I didn't know that when the horse, was jumping over something, how he curved his legs, and I let my brother go, and I screamed, ah! And I fell off that horse, and he was like, why you let go? You should have hold on. I was like, you idiot, at the moment in time. So that brother taught me a lot, but I'm glad that, he got older and he left so that I could survive a little bit longer, because I don't know if Paul Henry, he had done some things in his life. I mean, telling you, I learned to swim, Paul Henry. I learned to ride a bike. I nearly died with the cars. I had to figure out how to steer my way, and and I had to learn to pedal. So at the end of the day, guys, sometimes you have brothers and sisters in your life that they either they're gonna make you or break you. Okay, you're gonna learn some things, good, bad, or indifference. You will learn. Let's see what's going on. So, hello, Sister Mercy. Welcome in. How are you today? Sister Tanya say, I have 4 brothers. So you're the only girl. Oh, you were spoiled then. You're the spoiled one. Look at you. Look at you, Sister Tanya, talking about spoiled. You know you were spoiled too. Only girl. Thanks, Sister Brown, for the information. I thank for my sisters in Christ. Oh, nice. Awesome, Brother Goya. I'm number 3. You're number 3. Wow, you're the middle child too. I'm number 4, and I'm the last girl standing here, not living, but everybody is living, thank God. That's another thing. If you have all your family members and everybody's living without any trauma or drama and all that stuff, be grateful. Even though you're going to have your little spasms with each other. Me and my brothers, we don't see eye to eye all the time. Do we have spasms? Yes. We don't see each other eye to eye all the time. But at the end of the day, we're still breathing. Thank God. God ain't through with us yet. We are breathing and we are pushing through, because life is going to be life. And brothers and sisters, it will be a lie if I tell you that the whole time that I've been with life in my body, that life was just, my brothers and sisters was perfect. It's not going to be perfect, guys, because they're going to see this, depending on whichever they're located, they'll see the sky one color and you see it the other color, because you're not in the same place. Sometimes you grow past people. Okay, my brother's in one place. I have people in Florida, in Illinois, I'm in Hawaii, so I could say, oh, the sky is blue, and I could fight all day and tell them the sky is blue. But for them, guys, the sunset is up. They could say orange. They could say yellow. You see what I mean? How life be life, and sometimes you don't have to see the same all the time. But if you even see something different, count it all joy. Count it all joy, because that's from their perspective. That's what they see. And when people show you their perspective, you got to accept that, acknowledge that. And sometimes me, my brothers, we will go in and out. But you know what I love about the relationship with my brothers? At the end of the day, we're going to all high five, hug each other, and tell each other how much we love each other. And we can move on. And sometimes it takes 24 hours, 48 hours. There's a sister, one of my sisters there, she need like a week or two, because not everybody is forgiving. But at the end of the day, when we do, when you see my mom have to step between, or we don't even have to, because my grandmother already had everybody trained, you do not sleep to go to bed angry or frustrated with nobody, because you don't know if you're going to wake up. So with that being said, there's a few in my family that, you know, they have their moments. Some take longer than others. I forgive. I say what I say. We're done. That's why my brother is like, oh my God, I haven't heard you reading off for the longest, Paulette. I said, Paulette, change. Paulette, remove herself from situations. Paulette, remove herself from the chaos. I will remove in a second. I was with my gym friend the other day when we went hiking. I told you guys that story. I remove myself. I don't care for all the craziness. I don't. I choose joy. I choose happiness. And God continuously keeps blessing, guys. Just today, blessings upon blessings that you're not even expecting it to come. It's just coming because you know when you're doing the right things. Because your blessings just keep coming, and you're like, oh, another one? Another one? Another one, Lord? Like, hold on. It's too much at a time. Let me breathe, Father. But you do get the uppercuts too. You get the wrong turns, unexpected turns keeps coming. But at the end of the day, the blessing is coming, and the little unexpected turns that keep coming, you just shift it to the side, let God deal with it. Because life must move on. Nobody ain't gonna hold up life and say, wait, you gotta correct yourself before you move forward. Life is gonna look at you like you done lost your mind. You need to correct yourself, because life is going to continue to move on with or without you. Choose joy, guys. Choose happiness. Goyo, greetings. Sister Tanya said, but I had 6 cousins who were boys, so I never got a break, me and my sister. I know you all didn't get a break. If you all had boys, those cousins too. Those cousins is something else. I could tell you, you're going to learn. You're going to learn. But, you know, sometimes, you know, some cousins definitely are in your life to protect you and guide you and direct you, which is a good thing. You know, I love my cousins. I love my cousins. We don't talk every day. Some of them is in different parts of the world, but when we get together, we get together. We could start off where we were from we were like 18. We could start that conversation and go all the way up to our current age. That's how cousins is. And I tell you, you're always going to have those onesie twosie that's ride or die. In my family, we are very family oriented, and I share that with you all as well. Let's see. Sister Tanya said, wait, I forgot one, so it's Sister Tanya, there you go again with these figures. You're missing that one again. Yes, it's 7. Oh my goodness, it's 7, not 6. Okay, there you go. Sister Mercy, okay, she's greeting everybody. Spoiled, I knew what was spoiled. What do you mean? Goya, you're number 3. You're kid number 3, and you're telling me you don't know what was spoiled. Wait, don't tell me you were the hand-me-down. Did you get the hand-me-downs? Well, my thing is, I didn't get a lot of hand-me-downs, because you know what? My mom had 2 girls first, and then a boy. And then I didn't come until 6 years later. So everything that when I came, I got everything new. you know, because I was that fourth child, so I didn't get a hand-me-down. And my brother, the one after me, you know, he didn't get no hand-me-downs either. We had to get everything fresh because I was the girl. And then 5 years later, he came, or 7 years. I think it was 7 years between me and my other brother. But at the end of the day, guys, that's just how it is. As you can see, I'm bright right now. All the grease is coming off, you know. So we're gonna wrap this thing up pretty soon. My ama wanted a girl. She did. Well, you know what, Goyo? You're gonna have to do it. Goyo said, but she got puro pitudo. Yeah, she got whatever that is, pitudo. That's what she got, but she wanted that girl. So you know what? Now that she had 6 of you boys, you guys need to go and produce the girls. So hopefully there's some girls going on there, you know, because Goyo said he wasn't no hand-me-down. By the time the clothes get to him, they had to rebuy because he was kid number 3. So he got fresh clothes, okay? He wasn't the final child. Sister Mercy Carr said, I know that's right, Sister Paulette. Amen. Goyo say, I wanted to write. I never knew what was spoiled. Yes, brother. Spoiled meaning that, you know, you get your way here and there. But I know your brothers used to pick on you. You were probably the mandadero. The third child is the one that the oldest one held from Mandadero, and the one we're cleaning everything. Go clean the dishes. Go so do this. And the parents will tell them, no, you go and you do. They'll probably be like telling your brother to pick up the trash outside, and they'll be like, go pick up the trash. So you become the little concert here. You know, you were the one that doing all of the jobs that the brothers didn't want to do. So my heart goes out for you, Goyo, because I just noticed and witnessed that. Like, wow, you definitely was something else. When I came at child number 4, my brother, remember the one that nearly killed me? He, about 3 to 4 several times, and finally, thank God for growth. You know, you get older and you go away and leave the little kids so they can survive. And, you know, he was laughing. They used to tease me a lot, and they would say, oh, you're adopted. Oh, it's only 3 of us. You're the adopted child. Oh, I will cry, and I'll go to my mom. And she loved the mess too. I would go and I'd be like, Mommy, they said I'm adopted. Oh, and I'll cry because they'll tease me. And my grandmother would tell them, sticks and bricks may break your bones. She said, go and tell them, but words would never hurt you. And I went in that room one day ready, because my grandmother had told me how to deal with adversities and how to deal with negativity. And my brother and my sister, Michelle, number 2 and number 3, they were comedians in the family. Number 1, she was comedian too, but at the time she was more like a protector for me, but she was off to school, so I've stayed with the 2 comedian. He came in there and he was like, ooh, she said, look at that little girl over there. He said, she homeless, you know. And him and my sister would make this skit up and said that I was adopted, and that how my mom and dad picked me up outside the hospital, and they will tease me and I'll be crying. I said, sticks and bricks may break my bone. And he said, but you adopted. And I said, but words will hurt. And I start to cry. My mom, she laughed. She's like, but you said words would never hurt. I said, words do hurt sometimes, you know. Now I know words can hurt, but you don't pay it any mind. You just keep it moving. But at that moment in time, I was a kid. I didn't know any better. Hello, Brother Goyo. How are you today? Hope all is well with you, brother. Let me see. Brother Uso. Welcome, Brother Uso. We are just about to wrapping this thing up, but you came in and we are grateful to see you, brother. Sister Mercy said, you are dealing with some heat out there, and guess what? I'm dealing with it out here, but stay cool as much as you can. Amen, Sister Mercy. It is hot. And you all see me, it's hot up in this car, and I'm here talking to you all because I love y'all, and I just wanted to make sure that we are back here for Reset Tuesday to get you guys rethinking about your last week and bettering yourself for this week. So that's where we are at here. So Sister If you all have any more extra questions and concerns, or you want to leave any final remarks, you all please go ahead and drop them in the comments. Let's see. Hello, Jalen. Jalen Arellano. Welcome in, Jalen. I appreciate you for being here. If you are not a part of Life with Paulette yet, go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the like button. It's so good to see you here. Today's topic, we were talking about, oh, happy day. Oh, happy day, choosing joy, because happiness is temporary. You could be happy today, tomorrow it gone. Happiness be gone because all of a sudden it's like you didn't pay for me. So to keep you up, I can't afford you. So happiness only comes around temporary. So when you see people, 1 minute they're happy, 1 minute they're sad, 1 minute they're all out of line, I just want you guys to know one thing, is that sometimes we need to check in. Give them a little check-in and see how they're doing, okay? Mental health we also talked about today, because sometimes we need to check in on one another to see how people is doing, because mental health is a thing. It is a thing. We need to check in with one another to see how people are doing. Sometimes the behaviors is so slightly small, you don't see it. My neighbors we found out yesterday that her husband just had suicidal thoughts and ended up taking himself out to the other side because he was not happy with his life, but yet had everything to be happy about. So you don't know how the mental health. I have a friend right now that talking about that things sometimes her brains don't sleep. She just how things, talking, and like she's hearing voices or whatever. I don't know the whole thing. I said, girl, you need to get a psychiatrist to go to and talk to. When you're hearing things coming in your head and you don't know what it is, just telling you, oh, do this, or I guess telling you things, you need to seek mental health. Speak to some professional. And make sure that you're getting the right professional, and whatever advice they give you, that you follow suit. Because sometimes they have good people that attending in the psychiatrists and psychologists, but they're not following what they're telling them, so they're never improving their behaviors. So make sure that you're following suit with whatever advice your healthcare is giving you for your mental health. Check yourself. Check yourself. Go and check in and say, I need assistance. I need help. This is what's coming up. So before I ended up on this live with you guys, I was dealing with that scenario. Because sometimes people, but you may not have the finance, you may not have the other thing, but you could connections help with somebody else. I was watching, and I'm gonna let you guys go after this. I was watching yesterday a little like a Judge Joe Brown on Facebook, and the judge, this little girl went in to the courts. They summons her to the court. They towed her car. She go in there. She had an attitude. Oh my God, guys, check yourself. Because you never know when the Lord is going to touch somebody else to bless you. But your behavior, people's going to just push away. Well, anyway, this little girl went into the courts. They towed her car. She used to work at a donut shop in the area. Gone to the judge. And the judge is telling her, listen, you didn't pay. You either in here for two things. You either didn't pay your tickets then, which probably was the case. And your car got towed because you parked it in the wrong spot. So she comes in and she have an attitude, and she's like being all aggressive. And I'm like, humble yourself. Why is it so hard for people to be humble? Humble yourself. Why all of a sudden everybody's out to get you and you're having the attitude? That girl had an attitude, and who he think he is. And she's going with the judge. And I'm like, girl, that man got to judge you. But she was at a place in her life, I guess mentally, she had nothing to lose. So when she's telling her story and the judge is asking her, why? He's asking her the why question. And she's like, In less than 6 months, I lost my both parents. I lost everything. I lost my house. I lost the cars. The only thing I had left was the car. She drained and gave him all of the story of the things that she lost. Now I knew that the attitude that she came with, it was for something. Because nobody in their right mind going into a judge and you coming in there like if you the king of the world and that you own something or I owe you something. I don't owe you nothing. But if you humble yourself, I could probably figure out how I can help you. So she go off on a tangent. But when she told her story, you see, sometimes you may not be in a position to help, but you have connection and other people is in a position that they can assist the person that's in need at that moment in time. So then she turned around after she done told off the judge. She said, what can you do for me? She said, I've been sleeping on the bench in the park. She said, the car was all I have and you all took that from me. My parents, they took that from me. They took the next thing from me. Everything they took, she said, the job that I have, I cannot afford to even get a place to sleep. She said, I can barely eat. I don't even have no clothes. She said, the clothes that I have on my back, somebody lend them to me so I could have come in these courts presentable. And she's telling him the time of the day, but she had an attitude. But let me tell you how God works sometimes, because even with all the attitude, there's grace, there's mercy, and whatever touched his heart. And she said, what can you give me? What can you do for me? After you leave here, you're going to go off in your Bentley and your big mansion and you have a pillow and bed to sleep on. And he said, stop it. He said, I heard enough for you. All you did was give me murmuring. He told her, this is he telling her, you murmuring. He said, but you asked one thing in all your murmur that pricked me. You asked me, how can I help you? He said, hold on for a minute. He picked the phone up and he made a call. He was in connection with somebody at a hotel. The owner of the hotel, he knew. Connection. And he said, can you spare a room for 3 months for an individual and send me the bill? He said, hold on. And she just starts to cry. Because in all of her thing, the attitude wasn't a problem. It was what she was holding on to that she couldn't let go. And she was frustrated with life because what she'd been through or was going through, she felt like life was being unfair for her. But nobody couldn't help you if you didn't say it. Thank God he didn't look at how she said it. He looked at the real problem directly because he's educated. So sometimes all the murmuring and you're looking at, okay, but you need to adjust over here. This is what you need. You're focusing over here, but I know that that's not the problem. It is something else other in the background. So with all that, he calls the head of the hotel in the area that she lives, and he's paying 3 months for her so she could continue working. But then he did something other. He called a job because what she was going to school for. She was also sleeping on the bench, but she was going to school to try and get her, like, you know, all the beginner classes, get them out of the way because she wanted to be a lawyer. He called this law office connections. He knew connected person who was in charge and asked them if they could offer an intern to an individual that is aiming towards that career, if they could give her a job. You know what the individual said? Because of connections, he said, no problem, I can schedule that for you. So then she start bawling now because she knew when she came in there, she was not humble. She knew that she had an attitude. She knew she was nasty behavior. You see, not all the time people can look past your nasty behavior. What people do is they be like Wakanda, you know, because they don't want to deal with your nasty behavior all the time. So at the end of the day, guys, 2 things he did for her in that one phone call. Then on top of that, he wasn't finished. He said, all those tickets that you have, he said, I'm going to clear that from you. He called the car place that towed her car. And he said, when he called them, he said, zero out that car thing. This so-and-so is going to come and pick up her car. She bawled and she cried. You see, God knows how to humble you in tough situations sometimes. The problem is we deal with the devil so much that sometimes we don't know how to humble ourselves, and we allow the devil to win. When in reality, you get more when you humble yourself. When you start putting up a fight in the flesh, you're going to be left alone. So when she threw her tantrum at the beginning, the devil left her, and the regret came in because she felt awful that she treated somebody that she didn't have to treat that way, because she was having a bad day. Now he had to have a bad day, and all of a sudden it was his fault. So he turned around and flipped it on her. So he said, everything is taken care of. He said, now I have one question for you. What could you do for me? And she paused for a little bit. She said, but I don't have nothing. He said, you have the opportunity to make the right decisions. He said, what I want you to do for me is to go and prove your old self wrong. Oh, that was a word. I was like, oh, I was listening to it, and then my daughter came. She said, Mommy, this is good. I said, yes, listen. He said, prove your old self wrong. He said, when you go in to the job, he said, represent. Do better than what they think you could do. You do better. He said, that's what I asked you to do for me. Because my name, he put his name to cover for a person that mistreated him. I was like, grace and mercy just steps in right on time. And then on top of that, guys, he told her, he said, prove your old self wrong. That means she need to change her attitude. When you walking in, when I put my name on something and you walking up and there, it's my name that you're trampling. So prove that old behavior that you had, let it go. Let it off. Because I moved you from a position of lowness that you were, and I elevated you. So can you handle being elevated? Some people can't handle being elevated. They're so used to being down in the dirty that when you try to elevate them, they prove themselves right all the time. That was all he asked her. He said, prove yourself wrong. So today, I know when she presented herself 3 months, he said, save your money. You may or may not, because all depending on the perspective that you have in 3 months to save enough money to get your own place. He said, but I'm going to give you 3 months. I'm going to start you out right. He said, but you are the one to prove yourself wrong. And that's what he did. So is God for real? You best believe it. He didn't bless her above and beyond something she never received. She didn't even know how to receive it. But she shed her tears and she humbled herself. Humble yourself. All that aggressive and nasty behavior, wickedness, it don't work. You shoot yourself in the foot. But like I mentioned to you guys, today was Oh Happy Day. So for her, it was Oh Happy Day. Choose joy. Choose smiling more than you do. Choose happiness, even though it's temporary, but be happy, guys. Look at the gratitude within everything that you see. Good, better, and different. Pick the best things out of it. Do not focus on the pain. Focus on the lesson. And with that, guys, that's all I have for you all today. Let's check these chats and see who is up in here. Jalen said, amen. Greetings, Jalen. Like I mentioned to you, greetings, Jalen. Everybody's saying hello to Jalen. When I'm here, I thumbs up. I'm here, or no, I'll still hit the thumbs up. Oh, thank you, Sister Mercy. All right. Sister Mercy said, that's true. A blessing, you never know who God touches to help you look at that. Amen. Amen. You never know who God has entailed for you guys. So don't mess it up by shooting yourself in the foot. Shooting yourself in the foot with all that nasty behavior and the feces up in your worship. All you're doing is hindering your growth process. You're messing up your faith walk. Okay? Humble yourself. Choose joy. Choose happiness. And choose to be grateful for where you're at, and be patient for where God is taking you. Hello, Sister Toyland. How are you today? Hope all is well. Sister Toyland say greetings, everybody. Everybody's saying hello to her. That's right, sister. Humble yourself. Amen. Yes, Sister Tanya, humble yourself. And that's for you guys, you know, like I say, that's where we at today on Reset Tuesday. Reset yourself. Go check yourself. Today you go and you check you. Figure out where you at. You change the things that you need to change. Clean out the feces within your worship. So tomorrow you'll be a better individual. Tomorrow, Paulette is working on being better. Not holding on to what happened 2 million years ago. We don't do that. Oh no, we ain't doing that, Paulette's too joyful for that. But my joy come from within because it's a decision. That's the difference. I don't just, you know, I don't just be happy or joyful. I choose this. I choose to smile. I choose joy. I choose to be happy. Okay? Sister Brown say, wrapping it up soon, everyone. Thank you all for joining. Yes, ma'am. And wonderful live here with Life with Paulette. Thank you so much, moderators, Sister Brown, and everybody else in the background. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. But with that, I am done. I'm heading off to get some shmoney for today. Hope you all enjoy. Thumbs up, guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Deuces! We out of here.